Hello, people. What is going on? Welcome back to E20 Zone TV on this Thursday evening. Yes, we are back again for another preview. Tomorrow night, Ellen Road, Yorkshire. Do we really need to be going to Yorkshire on a Friday night when we're desperate for a result? That is the major thing when it comes to West Ham right now. This is your Leeds versus West Ham United previews by yours truly. Moi. But before I get started, please do smash a like on the video, subscribe to E20 Zone TV, hit the notification bell. And if you want to become a member of the channel and support E20 Zone TV, check out the membership stuff down below. I've done a few videos over the last few weeks in the members section. Now, let's talk about Leeds versus West Ham United. Leeds United, a side that many, many years ago, I remember going to Leeds and dreading it. When they used to have Hasselbank, Kuhl, Viduka, all these players, and we used to go up there, we used to get hammered every single time. We would nick the odd win, but it was like once in an eclipse when we used to go to Leeds. In recent history, we've had a pretty decent record up there. I think the last time they was up, we drew. The season up before that, we beat them up there 2-1. Mikel Antonio scored the winner. So we've got a pretty good recent record against Leeds United. But they are going to be a hard nut to crack, especially on a Friday night under the lights, Ellen Road. It's going to be tough. Listen, and we're in a shit state of affairs right now. Now, I'm going to speak about Leeds, and then I'll get to the madness of West Ham. First things first, Dominic Calvert-Lewin. We had a choice in the summer. Dominic Calvert-Lewin, Callum Wilson amongst players. We went with Callum Wilson. Leeds got Dominic Calvert-Lewin. And you know what? Leeds have had a bit of a sticky run at the minute. Yeah, they lost against Burnley last week in a 2-0 defeat. Then they lost the previous week to that against Tottenham 2-1. So they are going to be a side that are going to be desperate for 3 points like us. They've got some decent players in their ranks. Obviously, Calvin-Lewin loves a goal against West Ham. That's one thing I will say. Every single time when he played for Everton, he used to score the winning goal. I remember at the ELS a few years ago when he scored the goal that won him the game in a 1-0 win. And after that, it was nothing else happened. So they've got threats and they are a decent side, especially at home. Right? They are a sort of side that, let's be honest, we don't really need to be playing this team right now. Just to say this, right, also, is this fixture, in the reverse fixture, will be the final fixture of the season. So when we play Leeds on Friday night, in the next 6-7 months' time, we will be having a reverse fixture on the final day of the season. And how big will that game be at the LS, West Ham United versus Leeds? Could it mean that a victory in that game could keep one of us up? Let's hope it doesn't come to that for us. Do you know what I'm saying? Because we are a mess at the minute and we are in trouble. I'm going to get to the West Ham side of things. Monday night was absolutely appalling. Absolutely appalling. I was fucking disgusted Monday night. I was angry. I was frustrated. I was numb. I was a lot of emotions on Monday night. Yeah. Friday night, we need a result. There's no two ways about it. A draw is not good enough here. We need to go there with the intentions to win the game. Right? Going there and getting a point, it just isn't going to be good enough. Right? We need to beat the teams around us. Leeds are going to be around us. We need to get 3 points. Nuno completely and utterly fucked up the starting lineup on Monday night. Yeah, and I don't ever want to see Andy Irving in the middle of the park, right, and both fullbacks on the wrong sides, right, ever again. I need to see a lot of changes in the team, and Nuno needs to get a result now, right? He's come in, he's been here 3 games now. He drew at Everton, which I thought we played all right. Arsenal is what it is. But the Brentford game was embarrassing, right? He had 16 days to prepare for that game, and he went with a side that was just fit for a pre-season friendly. Like, it wasn't fit for a big game against a side that we are going to be competing with to try and stay in the league. So, we need to see a difference in Nuno. We need to see a difference in this side. Some of these fucking players have got to step up and all, right? I'm not making no excuses no more for these players. These are professional footballers who are on a lot of money and they play in the claret and blue shirt. They need to understand what it means to play for West Ham United. And when they wear that badge on their heart, yeah, it's got to mean something. It really does. I'm going to get into the team selection now. And obviously, Monday night selection, anyone who pulled that out, tell me the lottery numbers because I never saw that one coming. I really didn't. I need to see Freddie Potts in this side. I need to see um, a different structure in regards to trying to win the game. I think Magassa's got to be given a go. I think Callum Wilson's got to be given a go. I think the two centre halves have got going to have the best games of their life, right? So let's go through the starting lineup. For me, Areola, straight in goal. He gets a lot of stick, Areola, but he's been keeping us in games. Do you know what I mean? He's been keeping the score line down, which is a positive. The fullback positions, right? Diouf and Wan-Bissaka, no more excuses, right? I do not want to see either of these guys on the bench. Yeah, they are playing on a Friday night, and then they don't play to the following Sunday, right? So they're going to have 9 days rest. Don't want no more excuses. I want to see Diouf and Wan-Bissaka flanks straight away. Max Kilman and John Clare Todibo, because that's what it's probably going to be, need to have a game. They need to have a game of quality, and I need these lads to be up for the battle. Yeah, because they like Leeds are going to throw balls into the box. Calvin Lewin's going to be a pain in the ass, and they've got to be up for it. Do you know what I mean? Max Kilman is a bit like a zombie at times, and don't get me started on John Clare Todibo. We all know what we think of him at the minute. So these two need to turn up, right? They're running out of time, right? And these points are massive for West Ham, right? There is no more excuses now. So John Clare Todibo and Max Kilman are probably going to start this game. Yeah, I'll be very surprised if Igor comes in. Obviously, no Mavropanos, so it's it makes sense just to put them back in there. Right, the midfield three for me because I want to see 4-3-3. Right, for me, Magassa, Potts have got to come into this side. Andy Irving, no. Right? Right, Andy Irving, no chance. He's got to go out. So for him, you can replace him with Magassa or Potts, right? Lucas Paqueta has got to turn up in this game, right? And if he can't turn up, he's going to have to be benched, right? I don't know what you do with playing Lucas Paqueta and Mateus Fernandez in this side. I really don't because it feels like you've got two similar players. And it wouldn't surprise me if Lucas Paqueta was on the bench and Fernandez was playing. Fernandez might actually do a bit of damage for West Ham and do well. So I need to see some changes in the middle of the park. For me, Thomas Souček, it's an awkward one with me with Thomas Souček because he's a goal threat and he's good in both boxes. And on Monday night, he wasn't his best, right? But no one was at their best. But he can score and he can like have goals where it's like match winning goals. We need goal scorers in our ranks because we're relying so much on Jared Bowen. So the midfield three is going to be tricky. Yeah. I would probably go with Magassa, Matas Fernandez. And I would probably go with Souček. And I know Potts has got to play. I know. But I need goal threats in this side. And we haven't got none. Do you know what I'm saying? We're running out of goal threats. So the midfield three is up for debate, right? It could be Potts, Magassa, Fernandez, Souček, and Paqueta on the bench. He might just take Irving out and replace him with Magassa, and then it's the same. Who knows? Who knows on that midfield? Because the midfield, yeah, is pony to say the least. Now, the front three for me sort of picks itself. Somerville, big game for him, returning against his former club. He's going to get some stick. I need him on the ball. He was very, very frustrated on Monday night. I ain't going to say he was lucky to get sent off, but he sort of lost it a little bit with frustration. Jared Bowen is what he is. Need him on the right. Need him to cut inside and make things happen. And Nuno, I think you're going to have to like bite the bullet on this one and play Callum Wilson. We need goals and we've got no centre forward. And if you go with Callum Marshall, I just don't know what you're trying to achieve here. You're trying to make the player good. If West Ham was sitting 10th in the league and you was trying this stuff, I can sort of understand it. But we're not. We're fighting to stay in the league at the minute. So Callum Wilson has to start this game. He simply does. And we need a result. So I'd probably go with Wilson, Somerville, and Bowen. It can't be that bad. Worst case scenario, you can change it and have Paqueta as a false nine if you need to. But West Ham need to be in the game in the first 70 minutes and not be out the game in the first 45. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's what I would go with. Now, predictions time. Nothing would surprise me in the slightest with this club that in a space of 5 days, you can put in one of the worst performances in and then one of the best performances in 5 days. The bipolarness of West Ham United is there for all to see. I've got a feeling West Ham turn up and turn these over. I really do. I've had a small punt on West Ham at a nice price. I think Monday's game and the shit that they're getting, there is no more excuses now from Nuno. There's no more excuses from this team. I think they know that Friday night's a big game. I think West Ham have to score first in this game. I say it every week on these previews. They have to score, because if they don't win from a losing position ever. So I'm going for a 2-1. I think West Ham turn up. I think they score first. I think they score again. I think Leeds get one, and then we sort of see it out. We're going to concede a goal, right? It's as simple as that. West Ham have to turn up in this game. They simply, right, there is no more excuses from Nuno. I want to see the fullest strength side possible, which is better than the side that they put out on Monday night. And I need to see a win. Nuno needs a win. And this game really is massive beyond belief. Like, if we lose this game, I think it's over. I just don't see where the wins are going to be coming from if we can't beat a newly promoted side, right? If we draw the game, it still leaves us in a bit of limbo. It means that we're going to have to get a result against Newcastle, and Burnley will become a must win. Do you know what I'm saying? But I don't want to think about them games right now. All I want to think about is basically getting the result against Leeds, right? So I'm going for the win, right? I'll be doing a watching on it after thought player ratings. I'll be there for everything. West Ham, don't let me down. Don't let me down. Don't let these fan base down, right? But I've watched this club all my life, yeah, and I've been born into being a West Ham supporter. Nothing would surprise me if West Ham turn up and win, because it's just the bipolar FC of this club. 1 minute we are absolutely awful. 4 days later, we end up becoming really, really good. So nothing would surprise me. Prove me wrong, West Ham. Simple as that. Prove me wrong. Anyway, that's enough from me. Take care of yourselves out there. Smash a like on the video. Subscribe to E20 Zone TV. Bish, bash, bosh. Irie.